Welcome back to Rare American Coins, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of numismatics. And today we're going on an extraordinary journey into the history of a specific and intriguing piece, the 1 penny coin of Elizabeth II, minted in 1996. Now, while it may not be an American coin, this British penny has a special place in global coin collecting and holds historical significance that ties together monarchic legacy, economic evolution, and metallurgical development. It offers a remarkable opportunity to understand not just the coin itself, but the broader implications of coinage in the 20th century and beyond. We begin by setting the stage in the United Kingdom. During the late 20th century, Queen Elizabeth II had already been reigning for over 4 decades, and the nation was undergoing gradual changes socially, politically, and economically. The coinage, under her reign, had seen multiple redesigns and refinements reflecting the progression of her image as a monarch. The 1 penny coin, minted in 1996, was struck in bronze and was part of the decimal coinage system introduced in 1971. Decimalisation replaced the old pounds, shillings, and pence system that had been in place for centuries, and the new penny was initially minted in bronze, later changing to copper-plated steel in 1990 due to cost and metal resource concerns. However, the 1996 version remained bronze, one of the last years before steel composition became dominant. The obverse of the 1996 penny features the 4th portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Makloff. This image was used from 1985 to 1997 and portrayed the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem. The attention to detail in the curls of her hair, the structure of her crown, and the depth in her profile represent a high point in modern coin engraving. The reverse features the badge of the House of Plantagenet, a crowned portcullis with chains. Originally a symbol of the Palace of Westminster, it became synonymous with the British Parliament. This, design by Christopher Ironside, was part of the original decimal coinage artwork from 1971 and was used continuously until a new design was introduced in 2008. The 1 penny coin of 1996 was struck at the Royal Mint, located in Llantrys, Wales. The Royal Mint is one of the oldest continuously operating institutions in British history, with roots going back over 1,000 years, and its modern operations combine centuries of tradition with cutting-edge minting technology. The mintage for the 19961 penny was relatively high, but that does not reduce its collectible value, especially in pristine condition. Uncirculated versions and coins with minting errors fetch higher interest among collectors and can be worth much more than face value. Now turning toward the economic and historical context, the 1990s in the UK were a time of growth, recovery from earlier recessions, and increasing global integration. Under the leadership of Prime Ministers John Major and later Tony Blair, the country was becoming more connected to the European Union. Discussions around the euro were beginning, and the value of national currencies, including the penny, was under both practical and symbolic evaluation. The penny's continued production reflected not only economic necessity, but also cultural continuity, a nation preserving its symbols even as the world around it changed rapidly. The use of bronze in the 1996 penny is also a point of interest. Bronze alloys used in coinage typically consist of copper and tin, with small additions of other metals, and bronze coins tend to have a warmer reddish hue, which over time can oxidize to a deeper brown or even greenish pattern. This aging effect adds character and uniqueness to older coins depending on environmental exposure and storage conditions. Understanding the metallurgy of the coin. Understanding the metallurgy of the coin helps in proper care, cleaning, and valuation. Collectors are often advised not to polish or aggressively clean bronze coins, as this can damage the original surfaces and reduce value, especially in numismatics where natural aging is appreciated. Looking more closely at the coin's circulation patterns, the 1 penny coin is among the most widely used and most frequently overlooked pieces of currency, often tossed into drawers or jars without second thought. However, it is precisely this familiarity that makes certain pennies, like the 1996 version, intriguing. They serve as a snapshot of a nation at a given point in time, much like historical photographs or newspaper headlines. Examining the mintage numbers, metal composition, and wear patterns on these coins reveals broader truths about production methods, economy, and daily life. From a collector's standpoint, what makes a 1996 1 penny coin valuable includes rarity, condition, minting errors, and provenance. Coins that exhibit doubling die errors, off-center strikes, clipped plankets, or variations in alloy Tone can command much higher interest. Some may even have been struck with transitional metals or experimental dyes. Although extremely rare, these anomalies can transform an ordinary-looking coin into a museum-worthy specimen. Professional grading by organizations. And that wraps up today's detailed history of the 1996 one-penny coin of Queen Elizabeth II. Thank you for watching Rare American Coins. If you enjoyed this journey, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because we have more incredible stories from the world of coins coming your way. From obscure minting errors to rare international issues, we've got it all. Stay curious and keep collecting.